Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another day, another month, another edition here of the Fire Grow Cup. The Fire Grow Cup number 10, your monthly dose of CIS action. Here we go. We are jumping in. Of course, this is day 2. We were live yesterday with the group stage, and now we're here with the playoffs. Also, this is our second broadcast today. We were just live an hour ago with Sparkling Tuna Cup. Now we're here once again with the Fire Grow Cup. Exclamation mark be in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. Again, the bracket is stacked, the bracket is intense. We went over the group stage to filter out the players to get our top 8 players facing off here and now in this double elimination bracket. And now we're jumping into our first series and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak. We have our yellow Zerg player. We have a yellow Zerg. It is Wayne. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player representing 3D Clan. It is MilkiCow. We go, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our TVZ. Whew, let's go. As it looks like we do have a bit of a pause. Hopefully everything's okay. As we did have a bit of a delayed start to the broadcast, but looks like there is hopefully we can fix any issues, whether they're technical issues or not. Okay, we're good. Good to go.
Game resumed.
We are settling back in. We'll be going over the bracket after this, after the initial series, of course, to catch up on the other matches, on what else is going on, and on future events. Oh my god, as we're going for CC first? With the CC a part of the wall? Wait, what? What is, wait, hold on, okay. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure if I'm awake. Look, it's been a long day, okay? It's been a long day. We just finished one cast, and then bam, straight into another cast as well. So I'm a little bit out of it, but Jesus. Let's go, baby. Let's go. As this is going to be CC first, followed by the Rex, but the CC is a part of the wall. Interesting setup here. I mean, because of this, it does mean that we do get to wall off really fast and really quickly. It also means that we should be able to save the SCV, as we can obviously RNG it over to the other side as well. It's a really, again, peculiar setup, just because it's going to be delayed CC, because we still have to lift it and land it as well. Like, it's... Okay, let's go. Let's settle in. Likewise, across the map, we do have our standard opener hatch gas pull into link speed. We do pull 1 out of gas as well. We leave 2 in though, so that means a little bit of excess gas here for Wayne. This can lead into an earlier lair or even into an earlier Bailey nest. So curious. As we are staying 2 in gas. Lings, they do fan out. SCV does confirm the Lings. Back at home, the Reaper is upon us. And yeah, we're settling in. There we go. I mean, yeah, we have a wall. Like the benefit of the CC being a part of the wall was to wall off really quickly, in case there was a pull first. So just a really interesting and peculiar setup there out of MilkiCow. One that I haven't seen before, I'll be honest. But I'm ready for it. As both Zerglings are shut down. The third base is going to be delayed for Wayne. Ooh, and we see why why we stay in gas lair. So remember, we were pointing out the fast gas income, or the fact that 2 workers stayed in gas, which was unorthodox. It was not normal. It was abnormal. So now we see why. We're going into a 3-minute lair timing. Actually, that was like 250, 245. Extra gases being taken. Now, with 2 gases being taken, now with the excess gas, ooh, and more 2-base Muta. This should be 2-base Spire out of Wayne. Otherwise, there is a peculiar build where you can go 2-base Swarm Host, but I don't think Wayne is that kind of player. Show us the Spire or the Infestation, but there it is. Spire is on the way. Here we go. So we do have the early Spire here. So again, 2-base Muta out of Wayne. Now, MilkiCow didn't even scout the main base, so very limited information. MilkiCow, what he does know is that there's no third. There's no third base. He's aware. He's rechecking once again, checking with the third location. The fact that there's no third, this does scream 2-base, at least 2-base play, 2-base lair into 2-base Roach or 2-base Muta. Regardless, MilkiCow should be aware that something is wrong and should be willing to even sacrifice the Reaper to confirm in the main. As he will delay the third even longer. which is nice, but again, we need to figure out what's going on. Back at home, back behind this, we do have the third TC here. We do have our 3-1-1 setup, I should say. Third TC is now done. So economic setup here from MilkiCow. A bit of a messy setup. The other downside of going into your low ground in such a way is that if we were going for a roach all in, then the low ground natural would be punished so hard, because this is where all the production is. Like all the Raxes, all the factories, the stuff, the add-ons, I should say, the stim, +1 as well. It's all here at the natural. Big on the mutas. 6 mutas here from Wayne. Alright, also before I get ahead of myself, a shout out to MJG in the chat. Thank you so much for the raid at the start of the stream. Did not want to gloss over it, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a great time. And welcome one and all to the Fire Grow Cup. Here we go. Again, 7 mutas of production. Mutas are moving out. And alas, I believe I believe MilkiCow, he saw the spy. Yeah, he did. Okay. He did see the spy. Did dive in with the Reaper. So thankfully he is aware. Behind this, turrets have begun. We have turrets finishing up as we speak, just in time. So thankfully, he was able to scout. Mutas, oh, they do threaten the natural. You know, MilkiCow getting supply blocked at 69. Nice. It's gonna be blocked. Mutas, they, oh my god, what's done? Oh my god, shot goes off, takes out one muta. Nice defense so far here by MilkiCow. Zoning back Wayne. Behind this, Wayne is just droning up as much as possible. Bearing in mind that he will have late upgrades for his ground army. So he's going Ling Muta. This could be late +1. Late Banelings. Mutas, they rotate over. And they will delay the third. The army gets forced out. Viking will zone. Does take down the Overseer. That does make the Widowmines that much more deadly. As Wayne is getting ready for his Zergling round by. Oh, the bite shot! Oh! Oof. Shot goes off. Another muta goes down. So far, I believe 2 mutas. Yeah, 2 mutas have fallen. When Wayne, he wants to break this location. With all of his Zerglings, he can. There we go, Zerglings, they do come in for a dive. They collapse on the army, all the Marines should fall. There are Marines on the high ground. Oh. Likewise diving on the tank. The wide shots! Oh my god, Widowmines didn't quite go up. Does focus on the Marines, and with that, looks like Wayne, he, oh my god, that has to be so careful. Those Widowmines are deadly, they're crazy. There's one Widowmine left, does go off, and now he can commit, now he can fight. Boys are being pulled. Combat shields is going to be denied, just barely. Oh my god. Barely doesn't complete. There is still stim. Here's a bust into the main. Once again, came the production, going for the add-ons. Does get the reactor. Oof. Yeah, and they catch all the Marines. My army does go down. Lings, they bust into the main base. Once again, heading towards that third. The Widowmine has arrived. Attempts to repair, but Wayne, he has done it. At this point, he has done it. He has broken MilkiCow. Just catching reinforcements time and time again. He cannot build up. The third base is going to be forfeit. Catching up more Marines. Going for the starport itself. Where are we headed? Not too many SCVs have actually gone down, by the way. But takes out all the Marines. Yeah, regardless, I'll take down all the Marines. GG gets called, and Wayne will take game number 1. Whew, GG. Yeah, Wayne able to whip out the 2-base muta. Initially, didn't really do much damage. We had a really strong defense here by MilkiCow, but Wayne was able to make off of that, was able to build up the muta count, was able to catch out Marines, and then break and collapse on the third. Unfortunately for MilkiCow, he did have a large army, but he will split. He will split between the bases. He had Marines at the third, Marines at the main base, Marines at the natural. He was spread out, and Wayne, he could deal with a portion. He could, and he did, deal with a portion of the army at a time. Instead of dealing with everything at once, was able to strike those individual bases, overwhelm. GG. GG, well played. Still very tense, and if the mines were any better, then we could have seen the defense there by MilkiCow. But in the end, Wayne will take a lead in the series, and we are now getting into game number 2. As spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our yellow Zerg player. We have a yellow Zerg who will lead in the series 1-0. And 1 game away from claiming the series. It is Wayne. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the blue Terran player, with the blue Terran representing 3D Clan. Down in the series, we'll see if he can recover. It is MilkiCow. And this time we're setting up, once again on the low ground. This time it's not CC first, this time it's going to be a Rax first opener. At the same time, pool first out of Wayne. Okay, so we do have some varying openers this time. With the pool first, we'll have earlier Zerglings. Ideally, Wayne, he would want to bypass the first Reaper and get across the map and delay the CC. Once again, the CC will be a part of the wall, it looks. No, sorry, 2Rax, okay. 2Rax opener. So 2Rax Reaper. I'd assume that it was just going to be Rax into expand, but no. 2Rax opener here out of our Terran player. We could even go to 3 Raxes, true. We could double down and commit a little bit harder. We'll see if extra Raxes are thrown down. So it was pool, hatch, gas out of our Zerg. And there it is. There's that 3rd Rax. So 3Rax Mass Reaper here out of MilkiCow. As a reminder, this is not all in. This is not all in. This is a very aggressive build. That is true, but we should be expanding behind this. Now, the purpose, the goal here would be to delay the 3rd. Would be to contain the Zerg player for as long as possible, and ideally trade with the Zerglings. Shave off Ling, shave off drones as well. Potentially get a queen. We'll see how Wayne reacts. As Wayne, based on the Overlord positioning, he actually doesn't scout. He does not check the natural. The Overlord is here on the right hand side. Doesn't see what's going on. The Reaper does move out, and the Reaper will find some Zerglings already. And he notices. He does notice. He does turn around. And now Wayne, he'll realize what's been happening. And again, with all these Reapers, the Wayne, he gets nothing. He gets nothing here. He checks for a CC. There is no command center. Now he realizes what's been going on. This is a rough beginning here for Wayne. He will get 1 SCV. He gets 1. That's all he gets. 1 SCV. And back at home, he needs to prepare. Link speed is on the way. Queens are building up. Yep, getting a spore. Sorry, spine. Gets 1 spine crawl in the main. Now, he doesn't want to make too many spines. He ideally wants to preserve and get away with the bare minimum to defend. Queens are massing up together. Reapers, they pick in. Queens are holding the road for the time being. Link speed is halfway done. The first queen is getting low. He wants a queen! Ooh, and he will get it. Ay. First queen goes down, but ooh, we'll lose 2 Reapers in the process. MilkiCow here overextends. Does overextend. With that, does get turned away. Does get a turn. And is getting some damage at least. Oh god. Oh no, but he gets trapped. Yeah, nice link movement here by Wayne, and he takes on another 3 Reapers. Ay. This has not been worth it. It's not been worth it for MilkiCow. He's now trying to expand. He's now trying to transition out of this. We do have a 3rd CC on the way. I mean, again, he has to try to recover here. He's being greedy. It should be okay. Like, sure, there are a lot of Zerglings, but I believe he should be able to maintain his natural. We'll see where Wayne takes us from here. No extra gas income. Oh, they almost get surrounded. Did I say almost? They get shut down. 2 more Reaper kills. 3 more Reaper kills. Oh god. Ideally want to bank up this Reaper count and then make it back home, and ideally make use of them in the mid game. But not quite. Pulling back. How many Reapers have we lost? 7. 7 Reapers have gone down so far. We're going Mass Reaper, by the way. Like, we've got 3. We're gonna get to a 6 rack setup. 6 Raxes. Mass Reaper. Where's the eBay for +1? There it is. half joking when I said that. Yeah, there's eBay for +1. So MilkiCow at this point, he's committed to just Mass Reaper. Just Mass Reaper at this point, which can work. And he gets a queen. Does catch a queen, barely, does not get the snipe. But yes, we have more Raxes, more Reapers. We heard you like Reapers. So we got reactors for your Reapers. Well, not quite, but just got more Raxes for your Reapers. There you go. The problem here being, as we do catch a reinforcing Reaper, is, as we almost get another, is just that MilkiCow, he bled out so many Reapers already, so he doesn't really have the momentum that he otherwise needed. Losing another Reaper. Another Reaper goes down. We have 22 Lings on the way. Again, this Reaper count is, it's not as high as it needs to be. Now switching, tech labs are on the way. 2 more to cheat. What is happening? Yo, MilkiCow, he's just pressing buttons, man. He's just he's going 6 racks Mass Reaper into double expand into a 4th and 5th CC, then into Buyer. Off of 6 racks, he's crazy. Oh god. Okay. Meanwhile, Wayne is not joining, by the way. Wayne is not joining. He's in 4th base just for Larva. He's massing Lings, and I believe he's going for a bust. I believe he's going for a Bane bust here, and now would be the time. Coming in from the attempted surrounds, the Reapers, they should be able to escape back home, back into the main. Some of them do get caught out, though. Ooh. And they do take down the SCVs. Likewise, they catch at the bio. Yeah, the Marines get surrounded. Likewise, diving on said Reapers as well. Catching out, or not quite catching them out though. Not quite. Again, I accepted the Bane bus, but no Banelings were morphed in. There is an S though. There is an S back at home. Has the option for it. Once again, rotating over. Nice SimCity here from MilkiCow. Oh, the wall is open. Never mind. Never mind. Despite that, yeah, he does hold his own. Even without Stim. Wayne here overextends. That was a big loss, actually. That was a big loss for Wayne. So many Zerglings just got thrown away. And suddenly, I favor MilkiCow. MilkiCow suddenly is ahead. He has a booming economy. I assume that more damage would be done, but the answer is no, and Wayne is falling behind. Wayne, he doesn't have any workers to work with. Down to 55 drones. Remember, MilkiCow, he's double expanding. He's getting away with it. This is working. It's working. Ah. And now Wayne is in a rough position. Now his upgrades are a little bit lackluster. Lays +1 Carapace. Trying to work towards Ling Bane. But MilkiCow, he's in this game. I say that Lings, they will eventually, surround the army. They'll look down all the Reapers, but at this point they pay for themselves. Like, the Reapers, they've done their job. It's not about the Reapers, it's about the bio army now. And I'll be honest, Wayne, he cannot fight head on. Like, it's not gonna happen. Milky has a massive army. He got away with his greed. He got away with it. As Wayne is trying to collapse in. Nice control out of MilkiCow, he pulls away. We'll lose the Widowmine. Comes the Umpire. Comes the Umpire. Oh! Flash on the Queen. Wayne trying to collapse in, not quite able to. MilkiCow, he does kite back. I mean, he's still trading quite efficiently here against the army, and you can see Wayne just pulling in supply. MilkiCow, he's rallying. He's just rallying over. He's a little bit oversinned, but he's here to deny the expansion. Deny the fourth. No Banelings are ready for this, and without Banelings, there's no defense. It's 10 Banelings finishing up. Losing another queen. Wayne going for a counterattack. Trying to force back some of the army. And he will catch some reinforcements. Not bad. Does catch some, but it may not matter. Oh god. Force to pick up. Okay. Ling as they get into the mineral line. Not bad. SCVs are going down. Getting 10 SCV kills. Damage is being done. Forces back the main army. Let's force him back. Let's drop into the main. And the army is overstimmed. The Medivacs are out of energy. I mean, Wayne, he's holding on, but it's such an uphill battle here. It is quite brutal. 2-2 is almost complete for MilkiCow. Going for the center expansion. Again, MilkiCow, he has momentum. He has map control. And as long as he doesn't mess up, as long as he doesn't have a big misstep when it comes to his control, should be fine. Should be fine to push forward. Still pushing into a lot of Banelings. MilkiCow is almost maxed out. Oh my god. It does take a lot of Banelings to the face though. Yeah, the best fight that Wayne could have hoped for. Lings, they do hit the mineral line. SCV is going to be going down. Again, Wayne, he cannot fight this head on, so he has to counterattack. And hey, he got damage done. It's 10 SCVs. But he will lose the base. Ooh, never mind, barely saves it, okay. Wayne, he's holding on. He's surviving. Trying to, at least. MilkiCow looking to just pull Wayne apart. Pushing on the right, dropping into the main. At the same time, yeah, GG gets called. Wayne, he just has nothing left, and MilkiCow, he will take a game number 2, tying up the series 1-1. Whew, we are going to the ace match, and again, just a really quirky game there out of MilkiCow, opening up 3x Mass Reaper, and he got shut down. The Mass Reaper did not do well at all, but he was able to transition out of it into a 6-rack setup, 6-rack Mass Marine, into double expand into 4th and 5th CC. It was a crazy follow-up, but he got away with it. Did go away with it in the end. GG. And with that, we are jumping into our next game. Jumping into game number 3, jumping into the ace match. Let's go. Spawning in the top right hand corner, we have our Zerg player. We have our yellow Zerg, who are being forced into the ace match. We'll see if we can bring it back. We'll see if he can bring it home. It is Wayne. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the red Terran player representing 3D Clan, tying up the series 1-1. It is MilkiCow. And again, a really unorthodox style out of MilkiCow in that last game, but he was able to piece it all together, able to bring it all together and make it work. Wayne, he did overcommit into his all-in. As a reminder, Wayne, he cut workers very early on to commit into a Ling Flood, and I assumed it was a Bane bust, but no Banelings. No Banelings were moved in, he just went for a Ling Flood instead. And he was able to deny mining at the third, but it was only like, what, 6 to 8 SCV kills. He wasn't able to surround the Reapers early enough, he wasn't able to surround the Marines early enough either, and he took some really rough trades until the point where, again, MilkiCow was able to defend, able to hold his own, and snowball out of control from there. GG. GG, well played. with that, we found ourselves in the ace match. Let's see how this story ends. Just stretching. Oh, and this might be the most standard opener we've seen from MilkiCow today. I mean, it is. This time, there's no crazy 2 or 3 racks opener. There's no CC first on the low ground next to the racks. Like, none of that. So here, just racks expand, standard opener out of MilkiCow. I say standard opener. He does go Marine first, so that's the one deviation. Marine first will zone away the Overlord. But outside of that, that also means limited scouting information. He has the SCV across the map, but no Reaper, so there's no dive into the main. If Wayne were going for, if he were going for earlier gases or more intense gas income. Speaking of, he does not pull out a gas, by the way. Okay, he may go for roaches, and which may go unscouted. So do we go for roaches or do we go for fast lair? What's it going to be? For now, the SCV is going to be zoned away. Queens are in production. We have a lot of gas to work with. This could be for roaches. This could be for fast lair into 2-base muta again. It's going to be for one. Which one exactly? We'll find out. As Wayne is a bit supply blocked. Wayne, he will skip his third base. Waiting for that lair. And there it is. Layers on the way. Gas is being taken. This does scream 2-base muta. Now, MilkiCow, even though he isn't able to get a scout into the main, he should know there's something wrong. Like, he knows that something is wrong, something's missing. He goes for the dive. There we go. He rushes on past. He's going for the scout into the main. And he will see everything. He will confirm the lair timing. He'll get damage onto the mineral line, getting 1 drone kill so far. And again, this should not have happened. The wall was a little bit late. The queen's not quite in position either. Now MilkiCow knows. Behind this, getting to stim, getting to a 2-1-1. Sorry, I should say 3cc 2-1-1. Sorry, 3cc 3 rack setup. Okay. Rushing into stim. He's going for a lighter commitment in a Hellion, so only 4 Hellions. So again, he's going for the 2-1-1, basically using the factory for add-ons. Does make the reactor and is swapping out for Marine production instead. So less Hellions. Meanwhile, I assumed it was going to be 2-base muta. No, 2-base roach, because we are actually investing into those upgrades. Okay. I like this choice just because we already saw 2-base muta in game 1, so make it look like 2-base muta and really do something different. It's a good way to play with the series. And to mind game your opponents as we're building up those roaches, and we are not expanding. I mean, we may just for larva, but it is going to be the Nidus all in. Okay, so Ling, Roach, Nidus all in out of Wayne. I believe this is designed to shut down and hard counter someone that's trying to go into mech, for example. But Stim will be done in time for this. This is going to be a clutch hold. The overseer is going to be found. Massive pickoff here from the Viking. Aliens, they confirm roach production. Wayne is moving in. Ooh, that's the Night Storm is a little bit further away. Here we go, the Nidus has arrived. So far, roaches are busy keeping up with the drop play. Backup Nidus is denied. Queens are moving in. But again, the Nidus is just so far away. I don't know if we can break the base. Down goes the Nidus. So far, Wayne keeping up with the drops. And it's keeping up. Boys are being pulled. Wayne, can he break this? I'm not so sure he can. Yeah, bunkers are now done. He's got his bunkers. Nidus does finish in the main. Boys are being pulled, but the roaches are popping out. Backup Nidus on the way. It's still going to be a messy fight, though, and I do favor MilkiCow here. He chases down the roaches. Roaches are chased down. He commits with a Nidus. Liberation is ready for this. So many roaches going to be going down. Oh, God. But he is overwhelming. The roaches, they're still enough. He'll lose all the queens. The roaches, they break through the main army. Wayne, has he done? He's hit the production. This is the kill move. This is the kill shot. Camp the production. Factory is denied. Morphing in those Ravagers, help deal with the Liberator. Green's trying to slip in. Ravagers are complete. Show us the biles. Oh. Does force the siege. And Wayne has done it. Wayne, he has done it. He bombs down the first of the Liberators. There's one Liberator left. For a Ravager, they just ignore the Liberator, heading into the natural. Initially, it was a rough attack, I should say, from Wayne. It wasn't quite working out. It was so delayed, but GG gets called. Once he gets into the main base, he doesn't get out, and Wayne will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the upper bracket semifinals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations, Wayne. He will claim the series. A very intense back and forth there. Again, it was a delayed all-in, but eventually got up and running in the main base. I wasn't too certain that it would be able to hold its own, but in the end, did pull it off. Did overwhelm. GG. Well played there by Wayne. Shout out to MilkiCow. He honestly fought very hard, and I can see him claiming this series as well. Unfortunately, it was a later scout here from our Terran player, and as you mentioned, I do really appreciate that we did switch up the 2-base play. Game 1 was 2-base Muta. Here in Game 2, 2-base Nidus all in. So it did keep MilkiCow guessing. Did keep him guessing, and that does give us a moment to catch up on the bracket to figure out what's going on and where we are headed. Okay, so from the top we have Strange. We have Strange versus Art. They're currently mid-series, currently facing off in a PvP. Scrolling down, we have Nick Rack versus ZvT Soldier, also mid-series as well. We then have Wayne versus MilkiCow, and we do have GG Machine versus Shameless, also mid-series. Also mid-series, but last is still facing off. Actually, can I show off the bracket? I believe I can. Bam, there we go. There are the updates. So Strange takes on R2-0. Nick Rack takes down ZvT Soldier 2-0. So we have Strange versus Nick Rack currently ongoing. They're going to be facing off in the upper portion of the bracket. Meanwhile, we have our series. Again, Wayne did take down MilkiCow 2-1, and we have Shameless versus GG Machine currently mid-series. GG. So the current plan is we're going to be going for a bit of a break. We're going to be having a bit of downtime here. We are waiting for Shameless and GG Machine to wrap up their match. Again, they're still mid-series. Once they are done, we're going to be following the winner into Wayne. That is the plan, into the upper bracket finals. That'll be the plan for our broadcast night. For now, though, we're going to be going on a short break, and when we come back, we will have some more StarCraft. Again, we did some downtime. We're just waiting for Shameless and GG Machine to wrap up. See you soon. See you soon after the break.